In this video, I'm going to spend 10 minutes of your life to tell you some useless information about Minecraft that will undoubtedly be erased from your memory as soon as you click off this video. So, let's begin. In Java Edition, a player in spectator mode can enter an Enderman's point of view. This will invert the colors of the world, plus cobblestone looks like endstone. A biome can sometimes generate with an area of only a couple of blocks. In Java Edition, if a creeper is given an effect and the creeper then explodes, then the effect will linger around the explosion area. This works with all kinds of effects, and even if the creeper is given multiple effects at the same time. When a player drinks 2 potions by quickly switching to the other potion after drinking the first one, the second drinking animation is not shown. Now before any of you go to the comments and tell me that this is actually useful information, then let me clarify that the potion you're quickly switching to will not actually grant its effect. For instance, here I'm drinking a speed potion and then quickly switching to a fire resistance potion. As you can see, the only effect that I got was speed, which means that if you do this trick, you're essentially just wasting a potion. According to some concept art, the loot in ancient cities was originally going to be stored within jar-shaped pots, screaming bases, and stone chests. The sounds for drowned were recorded by Samuel Oberg gurgling milk. A large library contains exactly 233 bookshelves, which yield 699 books if mined without silk touch, equivalent to 10 full stacks plus 59 extra books. Buried treasures are the smallest naturally generated structure in the game. In Bedrock Edition, the loot chests of ocean ruins apparently have a water block above it. Nether fossils are one of the 3 generated structures that never include loot chests, along with swamp huts and ocean monuments. Speaking of fossils, the overworld fossils are for some reason considered features like trees, while nether fossils are considered structures instead. The towers in the end city have a banner on them that resembles a missing texture. Before Minecraft added llamas into the game, they did some research on them first, and one of the llamas they did research on was called Adrian. In Java Edition, you can use an anvil in creative mode to enchant a regular golden apple, giving it the purple pinkish effect of an enchanted golden apple, and changing its rarity color to purple. However, despite its new appearance, it still gives the same effect as an ordinary golden apple. When you smelt cobblestone, it will turn into a smoother form of stone. However, if you smelt bricks without any cracks, it will turn into the cracked variant. The disc named 13 was created in 2010, meaning it uses older sound effects from earlier versions of the game. For example, arrow impacts, a bow firing, explosions, and water splashing, which have since been replaced. The recovery compass is actually very unique, just not in the way you're thinking. The recovery compass is the only item in the game in which its usefulness comes from looking at it. You might think the normal compass is the same. However, the normal compass can also be used for crafting a map, which the recovery compass can't. The only item that comes close to being as unique as the recovery compass is the clock. However, the clock can also be used to lure piglins. When you create a new world and click game rules,
you can scroll down and find this setting called lava converts to source. However, in this snapshot, lava was misspelled into lavi. This was later made into a splash text in version 1.90.3 pre-1, which says made with lavi. If an anvil is placed on top of an exploding TNT block, the explosion does not affect the surrounding area. For anyone wondering, TNT stands for trinitrotoluene, I think. It is possible to place cake on top of another cake by doing this simple trick. If you then were to eat the lower cake, it will cause the upper cake to disappear. The chest recipe is not unlocked by gathering wood, but is instead unlocked by having a certain amount of items in your inventory. Ancient debris is apparently scrap that remains from piglins mining out all of the netherite out of the nether. If you were to throw a trident enchanted with loyalty and then fill up your inventory, the trident will hover around you. There is an unused gas sound called Affectionate Scream, which can be heard in the trailer for the Nether update. In Java Edition, 89% of skeletons will hold their bow with their right hand, and 11% will hold their bow with their left hand. In the real world, there is also approximately 11% who are left-handed. Before Phantoms was released, they were originally going to be red. However, it was decided that they would look too much like a nether mob and was made blue instead. If you throw a splash potion in first person, it will face towards you. However, it will be rotated horizontally if you throw it in third person. Wither skeletons can't fit through this specific gap in the Nether fortress. In snapshot 20 W06A, the Hoglins had an extremely glitched damage animation. In version 1.14.4, a 23 block tall cactus can be found. Credit to Minecraft at Home on Twitter for finding this. The lazy panda is the slowest land mob in the game. If you place a guardian on a slime block, it will bounce higher and higher until it reaches a height of 17 blocks. Bamboo is the fastest growing plant in Minecraft, which is also the case in real life. When a chicken is killed in the air, its wings will keep flapping. If a water current is pushing you diagonally into a wall of soul sand placed at head height, it will cause your character to do a small jump when the current ends. And don't ask, cause I have absolutely no idea why this happens. Husks are slightly taller than zombies. If a slime or a magma cube is given a name tag and is then split into separate pieces, it will still have the same name tag on every single one of them. If you place a shulker in a boat or a minecart and then drop it into the void, the vehicle will break, but the shulker will float above the void and it will take no damage. Even though the warden is supposedly blind, it still has a normal and functional vision if you see the world through its point of view. According to the wiki, there is approximately 29.6 quintillion unique firework stars. Almost every hostile mob will give you the Monster Hunter advancement. However, there is one hostile mob that doesn't give you the Monster Hunter advancement, and you'll never be able to guess what it is. The extremely hostile mob that will not give you the Monster Hunter advancement is actually the Warden. Even though an ender chest is made with 8 obsidian, it's still possible to obtain it with a wooden pickaxe. This will take you approximately 17 seconds to mine. That is the longest amount of time it takes to destroy a block while still obtaining it without mining fatigue or anything else that could reduce your mining speed. I can't be the only one who thinks that the observer, dispenser, and dropper looks like faces.
So, this is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed and I hope I will see you next time. Goodbye.